Hi everyone, good evening. I'm Shreya Dhondial. As always, it is very good to see you. As we speak, the Prime Minister of India is just about concluding his southern sojourn that saw him first land in Andhra Pradesh to celebrate Sai Baba's birth centenary with Aishwarya Rai and Sachin Tendulkar and Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu in attendance. This, ladies and gentlemen, was the quiet part of his day. The real noise began as he landed in Coimbatore to attend a natural farming summit. Chief Minister Stalin skipped established protocol and didn't show up at the airport or at the summit. Instead, he launched a full-scale attack on the Prime Minister and his government for being biased against Tamil Nadu and making its people pay for rejecting the BJP. The battle between the Stalin-led government in Tamil Nadu and the centre has been ongoing for the last 2 years over various issues. But it has become shriller as the 2026 battle draws closer. The latest friction point is the metro rail. The Tamil Nadu government had sent a proposal to the centre for a metro rail network in 2 of its cities, Madurai and Coimbatore. One is a temple town, the other is the economic nerve center of the state. Ladies and gentlemen, the proposal was sent back with a firm No. No. The reason cited by the center was simple and clear. The National Metro Rail Policy says that metros can be sanctioned only for cities whose population is upwards of 20 lakhs. Since the population of Madurai was 15 lakhs and Coimbatore 15.84 lakhs in the 2011 census, both cities didn't qualify according to metro rules that were notified in 2017. Now, while the BJP argues that rules are rules, Chief Minister Stalin is pointing to rank discrimination. He says, and I'm quoting him here now, "A government exists to serve people without bias, yet the Union BJP threatens Tamil Nadu's democratic choice as a reason to take revenge." Pushing such a political custom in which BJP rules states get metros for smaller tier 2 cities, while opposition rule states are deprived, is a disgraceful approach, he says.
Other cities in BJP ruled states with same population has been granted permission for operations of metro. This clearly shows the discriminatory attitude against Tamil Nadu by the BJP government for not voting them.
In the DPR, they have not given this urban agglomerations because the center has mentioned only about the population mentioned in the DPR. So it is a fault on the state government side as far as Coimbatore and Madurai is concerned, and it is a very cheap politics adopted by, as usual, by the Dravida model DMK government to abuse or accuse the central government that it is taking a partisan view. It is not so.
Now, question is, does Mr. Stalin have a point? Well, let's see the last city where a metro service was inaugurated, Patna. Prime Minister Modi inaugurated the metro service right ahead of elections. What is the population of Patna, ladies and gentlemen, according to the 2011 census? It is 16.84 lakhs, which is way below the 20 lakh parameter. Then let's look at Madhya Pradesh. Let's look at Indore. What is the population of Indore? It is just shy of 20 lakhs, 19.64 lakhs. Technically, not 20 lakhs. Does it have a metro? Yes. In fact, it is the first city in Madhya Pradesh to get a metro. Both Patna and Indore got their metro services this year, despite the fact that their population is less than 20 lakhs. So Stalin is asking, why not Madurai and Coimbatore? Well, the war of words got worse as the DMK Neta compared Prime Minister Modi to a demon king and said that Tamil Nadu will be safe only once he's finished. The BJP flew off the handle and is accusing the DMK of issuing a death threat to the Prime Minister. Is the 2025 battle we are seeing right now a precursor to the 2026 war? And does Tamil Nadu have a point when it says it is being discriminated against by the centre? A quick chat with my guests who are joining me this evening. Sanju Verma, National Spokesperson of the BJP. Hi, good evening. JVC Sriram, political strategist. Both of them will be batting on the same side. Lakshmi Ramachandran is spokesperson of the Congress Party, joining us on the show. Harish Ibrahim is a political analyst, will be speaking on behalf of the DMK. Dr. Pulla Rao is a political analyst, will be speaking on behalf of the DMK. For obvious reasons, I'm going to start with you, Sanju Verma, since the charge is on the BJP. And the charge is discrimination. The question is simple. If Patna doesn't follow the rules or qualify for the rules, they get a metro. Why not Coimbatore? Why not Madurai? What has Tamil Nadu done to deserve this sort of behavior and attitude from the center is what Mr. Stalin is asking.
You know, Shreya, half-baked knowledge is dangerous. So let me first tell, at least for the benefit of your audience, which is a stakeholder in your debates, that the population of Madurai and Coimbatore is 15 lakh and 15.8 lakh respectively. The threshold is 20 lakh. Patna and Indore are barely a stone's throw away from 20 lakh, 19.8 lakh to be precise. But that's not the point. What your audience needs to know is this. When a metro project is approved by the central government, the past track record of the respective state government is seen. The debt to equity as a percentage of GSDP of the state government is seen. Your audience needs to know this, Shreya, that today Tamil Nadu's debt to GSDP is 8.3 lakh crore officially, but unofficially it is 11.37 lakh crore, far beyond the comfort level of what the RBI mandates. Because remember that the Tamil Nadu government has been borrowing 65,000 crore every quarter from the Reserve Bank of India's ways and means advances to simply stay afloat. That is the reason I brought RBI into the equation. If RBI stops giving 65,000 every quarter to Tamil Nadu, I'm telling you that it will be difficult for MK Stalin to even pay government salaries. By the way, if you recall, last year, government salaries were withheld in Tamil Nadu because Stalin completely, impoverished the state's coffers. And I want to just quickly say, you had two big cyclones in Tamil Nadu. Cyclone Michong and Cyclone Fengel in the last 2 years. MK Stalin was nowhere to be seen. Who helped the state then with 3,500 crores worth of money to ensure that proper rehabilitation of cyclone affected things was done? The Modi government.
Okay. So, Sanju Verma, if it is your argument that Bihar's economic parameters are better than Tamil Nadu's economic parameters, that won't cut much eyes with the viewers. But
No,
I'll let
you
Lakshmi
need to
Ramachandran. I'll let Lakshmi Ramachandran respond to that.
Yes, just give me 10 seconds.
Bolo.
Shreya, I agree with you. It's unfair to compare apples with watermelons. But you forget one thing. Bihar's debt to GSDP is barely 18.2%. Tamil Nadu's is more than 47%. So ye bhi to dekhiye, Tamil Nadu is being thrown into the throes of bankruptcy.
Okay, there are two people who are shaking their heads very vigorously, disagreeing with you. Lakshmi Ramachandran, first to you, and then Mr. Ibrahim. Go ahead, Lakshmi.
Good evening. To start with, let me tell you about the two cities, Madurai and Coimbatore, that have been denied this metro rail facility. Madurai is a city that I grew up. It is a temple town. All of you would know about goddess Meenakshi Amman. Today, when I visit the town, I don't get to see the goddess. That temple is that popular and that crowded these days. It is second only to Tirupati, I would say, in terms of the tourists it attracts. Then there is Coimbatore. Everybody knows about Coimbatore. It is called the Manchester of South India. And why have these two cities been denied the metro rail facility, despite being a big tourist city and also being the economic nerve center? The reason is their population is less than 20 lakhs. This is according to which census? The 2011 census. Which year are we in today? We are in 2025. So who is responsible for not doing the census that is done every 10 years, the decadal census, which had to be done in 2021?
Good point.
We did not do it. We did not in many
Lakshmi,
countries.
good point.
Do it because
Let
of
Sanju Verma respond. Sanju,
Thank you.
Sanju, the point is, and it's a valid point. If you look at the 2011 census, Coimbatore, Madurai may have been 16 lakhs or 15 lakhs in the 2011 census. 14 years down the line, it has obviously crossed the 20 lakh mark. Coimbatore has obviously crossed the 20 lakh mark by now. So how can you use the 2011 census as a parameter to say aapka the population itna kam hai, hum aapko metro nahi denge? That doesn't seem fair. That seems very unfair,
Okay.
Sanju.
Can I please come in? You know, Shreya, this is what I call nitpicking and cherry picking. You are very smart and a seasoned anchor. Data can be tortured to prove your preconceived notions. Should I tell you something? When the central government takes a decision, it does not take into account just 2011 data. It will also take into account provisional 2020 data. And let me tell you one thing. Kolkata, Delhi, Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, Jaipur, Goa, Mumbai, Lucknow, Noida, Kochi, Nagpur, Kanpur, Agra and Pune are the places where metro is either running or close to being implemented. So population is just one of the criteria. But I want to say something to you. People who are saying Modi government is discriminatory, I want to ask them one thing. Who is, bringing to fruition the integrated terminal at Chennai airport? It is the Modi government. Who's modernizing the NH32 highway which runs through Tamil Nadu? It is the Modi government. And let me tell you, who's bringing to fruition the multimodal logistics park at Chennai? The Modi government. Who's modernizing the Chennai Egmore railway station? The Modi government. Who's modernizing the NH844 highway? It is the Modi government.
Okay.
Who's six laning the Minasutruti Chidambaram section of the NH227
Let
highway?
me add a
The Modi
question
government.
there. Let me add a question there. Who stalled phase 2 of the Chennai metro? Sanju
Okay,
Verma?
I will answer that. Yes,
Huh?
the phase 2. Yeah, I'm answering that. Shreya, a very relevant question because obviously you've done your homework and I like to be challenged. Chennai metro was always supposed to be implemented on a standalone basis by the state government. But when NK Stalin ne haath khade kar liye, humse na ho paega, that is when the Modi government decided that it will be implemented as a PPP project with the central government sharing more than 60% of the expense and the state government only 40%. But Stalin is refusing to even share that 40% burden. Why?
Mr. Ibrahim is shaking his head. Mr. Ibrahim, go ahead.
First of all, give me a fair, without interruption from the BJP spokesperson. Give me that clarity. Let me start my viewpoint. And number one, the GSDP the depth to the parity, whatever the statement which I have said is a total falsehood. As usual, the BJPs, we can't rely upon any truth where the BJP comes as a spokesperson, right? And number two, if it comes to our GDP is almost 11.69%, which is the first across India. And number two, our total budget is almost 27 lakh crores of the GDP. Out of that, 25% was the RBI decided norms, where we are standing almost within 18 to 21% for the financial year 2023 to 24. So I want to counter that as well. And number three, who stalled the Chennai Metro Rail project number 2, the Terminal 2, is Mr. Modi government, where they haven't allocated even a single rupee until unless our Chief Minister have vigorously went to the central government and pleaded for almost 3 to 4 times during his Delhi visit. And even then, we had made sure the project was already a private-public partnership, PPP.
Okay.
But where the Modi government doesn't even allocate. One second. Let me complete. So the government of central government belong to Mr. Modi, run government doesn't even allocate a single rupee. Only then the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu decided that no, 1 second. I haven't interrupted even a single second. Please have some civility, madam. Number 3.
Don't lecture me on civility.
For God, see, Shreya, please put her in order. This is not.
Sanju, let him complete his point. Sanju, 1 minute, ruk jao. Mr. Ibrahim, quickly complete your point, please.
Whenever she faces the truth, she jitters like anything. Number 3, and coming, madam, I haven't even interrupted the 0.0 nanoseconds of your
get away.
See,
I will not.
Shreya, put her in order. Put her in order.
Mr.
Put her in order.
Acha, theek hai. Will the two of you
Don't teach the anchor.
please don't, guys, please don't
Shreya.
speak over each other. Sanju, let him complete his point. I'll come to you for a clarification or a rebuttal. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. Bryan.
Number 3. So the entire policies of BJP is done. And number 4, coming to the main matter of coming to Madurai and Coimbatore, as rightly pointed out by Madam Lakshmi, the census was done on 2021. So we are almost 11 to 14 years ahead. And still the census of 15 lakh crores and 15 lakh and 18 lakh was done on Madurai and Coimbatore respectively on 2011 census. And across, what is the prima facie for any government to implement these kind of projects? The development of the particular state or the development of the particular district. And coming to Coimbatore, we are out of 27 lakh crores of the GSDP. Coimbatore alone contributes almost 1 lakh crore. And the mentioned Agra or Bhopal or Indore doesn't even cross near 44,000 to 77 crore of their GSDP. So when it comes to Coimbatore and Madurai, they have crossed every district parity across India to normalize, to get those kind of benefit like metro.
JVC?
It is for the people to understand, it is for the people's mobility. So when a district is asking for, the state is recommending, why can't the central government give a nod to that?
JVC,
it doesn't have, it is
whatever the BJP says right now, whatever the BJP says right now and the central government says right now, it's very difficult to argue their way out of this rather tricky situation. Because if in a year, Patna with less than 20 lakh population, Indore with less than 20 lakh population can get metro services, why not Coimbatore? Why not Madurai? And 2011 cannot be the basis by which you check parameters of what the population in a city is. Or you know, you also come from that part of the world, that Coimbatore is 20 plus, that Madurai is 20 plus.
See, good evening, Shreya. It's been a heated debate. Let me calm down things a little further. I have in front of me a reputed Tamil newspaper, and the headlines of that only I'll read in Tamil and then I'll move on with English. I know pretty well, some of my guests, some of the guests here sitting here would know. Madurai Kovai Metro Rail Thitta Arikai, Kududal Vivaram Kettu Tiruppi Anupiyadu Madhya Arasu, which means Coimbatore and Madurai Metro Rail statement, the central government has asked for additional information. Are we arguing and debating sitting in this, you sitting in the studio and we sitting in a respective location, based on some imaginary ideas? No, because
there is a written response to the proposal that has been sent by the Tamil Nadu government, and they are very clearly saying that you do not qualify on the population parameter, based on which the Chief Minister of the state, Mr. Stalin, has said our proposal is being rejected on flimsy grounds. And people of Karnataka are paying the price for not voting for the BJP.
Shreya, that is not the news that I have. I have checked with 3 reputed regional dairies and the 3 reputed regions. Because if you ask me, 15 lakhs of Coimbatore and Madurai, because I belong to Tamil Nadu, I'm born and brought up in Tamil Nadu. Now, obviously, there will be more than 22 lakhs. Have they been incorporated in the document? Have they been or not? I don't know. If they've incorporated the document and the central government rejects, it is a sin. Because Coimbatore and Madurai needs metro. Because these are developing towns. But at the same time, what if because they have asked for certain information. If certain information has not been, because I will give the benefit of doubt, because from 1949 till 2025, DMK, when it is not in power at center, has mastered the art, the narrative. It is a tried, tested and trusted formula where they are the only protectors of the state, and BJP or the Congress party earlier, which was the ruling party, have all been enemies to Tamil Nadu, which is far from truth. Congress was also, because all the development which took place during R. Venkatraman's time, industrial development in Coimbatore Coimbatore during Congress time. But DMK would not acknowledge it. DMK would never acknowledge what BJP did because this is a tried, tested and trusted formula, and that is why I am saying metro should come. Metro should come. Metro would come. And I think proper information is required to be given to the central government. And I don't agree with BJP spokesperson's statement that the debt to jet ratio is high. So as a result of which you would not give, that is not the way, madam. That is not the way it goes.
JVC, but the point is that there is a response from the central government, from the metro rail. They are saying your project has not been approved. They are also saying that you don't qualify on the population parameter, but they are asking for additional information. Hena, yeah, I think Lakshmi wants to respond.
No, I think the person who has responded, her name, Sarojini Sharma, the letter is also available on the social media platforms. She has clearly said that both the cities have been, their request has been rejected, and she's in fact encouraged both the cities to explore other mass transit options like good bus facilities.
Correct.
Like that. So the response is on social media platforms. I wouldn't go by what BJP, pro-BJP newspapers are reporting, but I would actually go and read the response from the Undersecretary, Miss Sarojini Sharma. The response is available on the social media platforms.
There you go, JVC.
It has been denied. And as Mr. JVC Sriram rightly pointed out, these two cities whose population is much more than 20 lakhs. In fact, Coimbatore has one of the highest immigrant population. By immigrant population, I mean people who have come from other states because of the job opportunities available there. So, as Mr. J. Sriram pointed out, these two cities certainly deserve a good metro rail system.
Every urban center in this country deserves a good metro rail network. Every urban city, including Madurai, including Coimbatore. The fact is, if it has to be on a PPP, partnership, if it has to be a central government and a state government partnership, both partners have to agree. In this case, one partner is not agreeing what to do. Mr. Pullarao, it's okay for one partner not to agree. Okay. Disagreements happen. After all, there is an election next year. Maybe ahead of the election, Prime Minister Modi says, I'm announcing a metro rail service for Coimbatore, for Madurai, etc. Maybe it happens ahead of a big rally. We don't know. All of that aside, you can, bicker politically. That's absolutely okay. Please help me understand why someone, I'm just segueing here, why someone from the DMK should issue a death threat to the Prime Minister, call him a demon king, and say, till he is finished, Tamil Nadu will not be safe. What is the point? I mean, what is the point of a statement like this? You want to have a debate, have a civilized debate. What's the point of calling him demon, calling him names? He's the Prime Minister of this country, no?
No one supports anyone issuing these threats either way. Threats are made in all ways by all people, and it's not correct. Threats are made the other side also, and it's not correct. But coming back to one point, I observed all our friends talking. Did not the government, central government, miss a great opportunity to have called the Tamil Nadu government and said, correct your application, add this, we are sanctioning it? Why hold back a metro project for the great city of Madurai, one of the most ancient cities in India? Madurai and Coimbatore is the industrial city of one of the biggest cities in the south, a big educational hub. Should not the central government have done that? They missed a nice opportunity. And I'm really surprised that some BJP spokespersons, whom I know well in Tamil Nadu, are defending this. There's no need to defend it. There should be, as you rightly said, this probably is done at the ministerial level. There's no supervision. Government is on autopilot. They can't do this to any state.
Oh, I'm not so sure. When there is an election in the state next year, I'm not so sure that, one undersecretary will take a decision as momentous as this and just sign off on it. Sir, I think the PMO will be in the know. But here's the point. A relationship, Mr. Ibrahim, is a two-way street. No, Mr. Ibrahim, just a minute. Mr. Rao, just a minute. Mr. Ibrahim, a relationship is a two-way street. What is the established protocol? The established protocol is when the Prime Minister, flies down to your state, you go receive him, right? Established protocol. Was the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu there when the Prime Minister arrived in Coimbatore? No, he wasn't. Was he at the function that the Prime Minister was attending? No, he wasn't. So if you want to, create rancor, and if you need to display that sort of animosity towards the Prime Minister, why do you expect anything in return?
No, it was not against any protocol. This is not a government function,
No,
to be precise, run by a
Sir,
state
there is an
government. Give me a
established
second.
protocol. When the Prime Minister arrives, the Chief Minister is at the airport to welcome him.
No, if the Chief Minister is under any duty which the Constitution mandate, any kind of the secondary level ministers can go ahead and greet him. And even there, as a election is going around the corner, even if it is election point of time or not, DMK has always followed the protocol into the strict order. But having said that, the PMO has been inviting, instead of inviting directly, it has been invited the AADMK chief to the function. And the entire BJP mechanism, the entire BJP machinery is there. So there is no protocol to be followed here, to be precise. And number two, countering Mr. JVC's argument, even the same Coimbatore Development Corporation of SIPCAT has been established under the rule of DMK by then Chief Minister Dr. Kalangir. So we don't have to portray that the DMK is always against the central government whenever the BJP runs. That is not true. That is a falsehood. As like the BJP spokesperson have said, Mr. JVC is also saying the same thing. So we don't want to go ahead with the line. And Shreya, as you pointed out clearly, these kind of partnership by the state or the central government, which has to benefit the people, and this, which the city of Coimbatore or Madurai or any kind like Erode or Salem deserves to be better if they are contributing to the Indian GDP or the India's economy or the India's employment. So, and in that parameters, as a tourism state, Agra has been given the metro, even though they are under 20 lakh policy as for the metro, which has been governed
Sanju Verma,
2017.
We may not agree with what the DMK Neta has called the Prime Minister. We may frown upon MK Stalin not showing up at the airport to receive the Prime Minister. All that is on one side. But today, I think you're finding it very difficult to wriggle out of the argument that has been made by the central government to the state of Tamil Nadu when it comes to the metro. There is no argument that is holding today, Sanju. Is this a hit job, as Mr. Stalin is saying?
Shreya, you are a seasoned anchor. Please ask me a question, but do not make an assumption that Sanju Verma is trying to wriggle out of your tough questions. No, I'm taking your question head on. And it is one versus all. With due respect to JVC, I did not say debt to GSDP is the only criteria. But I think I'm the only economist here. I don't know if the Congress spokesperson is one. Debt to GSDP is one of the criteria, Mr. JVC, and the others on the panel very respectfully. But I'll tell you something else, Shreya. Please understand that when a metro decision is taken, the state government's report card inter-industrial climate is also taken cognizance of. Please tell your audience, Shreya Dhondiyal, that 75% of the MSMEs in Coimbatore are close to shutting down or have shut down. Please tell your audience, Shreya Dhondiyal, that 83% of the textile units in Coimbatore are fighting to stay afloat, have not paid even wages to their daily laborers. Please tell your audience, Shreya Dhondiyal, that Coimbatore has 37% more housing inflation than the rest of India, 49% more urban inflation than the rest of India, and these points are taken cognizance of when a decision is made. But my final point is this. You call for the assassination of the Prime Minister. When I say you, I mean DMK leaders. MK Stalin's senior leader, A. Raja, what did he say at Namakkal? During a public rally 2 years back, he said, we are calling for a separate Dravida Nadu. Your leaders engage in seditious comments, but you want the central government to mollycoddle you. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Sorry. It's not the way things work.
Okay. But here's the point. You're questioning Coimbatore's economic health in a year when Patna has got a metro. What exactly is Patna's contribution to India's economy? Is it an industrial hub? All of these are questions that you'll need to ask, our viewers will need to ask actually. Mr. Ibrahim, I'm giving you 10 seconds, I'm out of time.
As always, the falsehood on Coimbatore physical health, it is wrong only due to the GST's irregularities done by the BJP government. The Sikh companies in Coimbatore, particularly around 40,000 have been closed because of the BJP's irregular GST implementation. Thank you so much.
And my point is that metros don't come for industries. Metros come for the people of that city, right? If a city qualifies, if a city requires a metro, it should be getting a metro. We'll leave it there for the moment. I think our viewers have heard all points of view. Sanju Verma, thank you very much. JVC, good to have you on the show. Thank you. Lakshmi, thank you very much. Mr. Ibrahim, thank you. And Mr. Pula Rao, thank you very much for joining us. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, a break. There's more on the other side. Do stay with us.